I am excited to tell you about today, or yesterday, I guess, after I made the YouTube video about MULN saying it's the real deal. I decided to jump on Twitter. So let's just see what's happening here. Alrighty, so I started a squeeze or a space call on Twitter yesterday, and I only got 6 visitors to show. But after the 6 visitors showed, another 47 people showed up. Then I started tweeting, and I said, PSA, the last news I heard was that after a reverse split, the MULN had 300 million shares left to dilute. After this price, that's only $30 million to buy up all the dilution. AMC 2020-2021 was over $5 billion in dilution before the May squeeze. Use your brains, people. So, first of all, I found out that it's probably 2.3 billion shares, but again, that's only $200 million. But the point is that with AMC, over 3 different times in 2 weeks, we bought over $500 million worth of shares. And so they have less than $250 million worth to dilute at this current price. And that means we could get all of that money needed in 2 weeks if we just raise the alarms, people. Like, there's people out there that love stock squeezes. They just don't know that MULN's the real deal. And so, after I started making just a couple of these tweets, another MULN space call started, and there were 60 people on it. I went on there for about a half hour, and if we check this out, let's look at right here. What is it? If you look at this, all of these followers, I've literally gotten 50 followers since, I want to say right here. So from here all the way up, all these people followed me because they were listening to me on my space call or they saw my tweets in the last 24 hours. The message that I have is so strong that the bears are just getting angry at me. So let's find my most popular tweets. Here's one of them. So I said, buying MULN or any stock, just know that if fully diluted, in order to have the same market cap as Tesla, it would be $100 plus, and it's at 10 cents. So where did I get that? Tesla's about a $500 billion market cap. Maybe it's even closer to $1 trillion. But if we just assume 500 billion, if there's 3.5 billion shares, or it's like 3 billion shares total that they can ever add to the outstanding shares without another dilution vote, then $100 times the 3 billion shares is $300 billion market cap. So what you got to understand is that $1, it's only a $3 billion market cap. MULN or AMC, before it squoze, after we bought all the dilution, was at $5 billion market cap. Then it started to squeeze. Then the FOMO came in, and we made it all the way to $72. If the FOMO starts now when the price is this low, we are going to dominate. But if the FOMO starts after we get to $1, like, we're still getting at least another squeeze after that, just like AMC did, because that's how the math works. It's all about market cap versus buying pressure versus dilution. So if you look at the comments on here, though, like, this is what reaffirms my faith. So some guy says, I think it's all full of crap, but he does think it's going to squeeze anyways. Some guy saying Elon's laughing at me for saying MULN's going to eat Tesla because their battery is legit. Like, you got to understand, they delay information, but they never lie about information. So when they tell you that their battery is twice as good as Tesla's battery and can recharge 10 times as many times before the battery dies, they're not lying. They just can't give it to you because somebody is holding a figurative gun to David Mitchery's head and stealing his money. David Mitchery's story is the second saddest story next to mine. He did everything he had to. He failed 100 times before he finally found the right answer and finally built the right company that retail was willing to give him $1 billion to see what could happen, and the debt people stole his money. He should have gotten at least half of it, and they stole it from him. And so MULN wasn't able to start producing right away, and they had to work within these debt limits. And now David Mitchery has promised that all of that's done. And even before he promised that, something in my heart told me it's begun. and that we're finally in the main squeeze. And I think that the squeeze starts this month, like in July, and then I think it just keeps going for a year long. Like, it's going to be better than the Tesla squeeze, I'm telling you. I just wanted to give you an idea of what you could find on Twitter, why you should want to come check this out, because like what people are saying and doing, like, it's everything and more than what AMC was. Like, the only thing that's missing from AMC days is that I don't have 1,000, I only have 100 people looking at everything and messing around and commenting and liking and different things, where like back in AMC days I had 1,000 people. But I've only been doing this for 2 days in the last year, so give me a couple weeks and let's see what's happening, people. I'm so excited though.